This video we're going to start working on polynomials. And polynomials basically are a combination of coefficients and terms to a different degree. So for example, we can have a monomial, 4x squared. We can have a binomial, let's say 4x squared plus 2x. Or we can have a trinomial, 4x squared plus 2x to the third plus 5x, and anything beyond 3 terms is simply called a polynomial because poly indicates many. And in this intro, we're going to learn a little bit more about how to count polynomials, how to name them, and how to perform factoring. I specifically decided to go with factoring first because oftentimes when we start performing simple operations like addition, subtraction, and multiplication, factoring first will help us save time and simplify our operations. Okay, so these are the basics about polynomials. One thing I want to point out is this power is also called a degree of a polynomial. So both of these are second degree polynomial. This is a third degree polynomial because the highest power we have in this polynomial is power of 3. So your highest power determines if it's first, second, fifth, eighth degree polynomial. Most likely in your class, you won't be working with powers beyond 10. And most of the time, luckily so, you will be working with polynomials with only one variable. As you see, all of these include x. In some cases, throughout your further education, either in high school or in college, you will see polynomials with 2 variables, x and y. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves and start by introducing a few examples. So as I'm writing a few examples, I want you to think of whether it is a monomial, binomial, trinomial, polynomial, and also consider the degree of the polynomial that I'm going to write. Okay, so decide if it's monomial, binomial, trinomial, and the degree. So let's start with x squared plus 2, 3x squared plus 5x. Well, that's actually 3. 4x to the fourth plus 3x to the third plus 9x squared plus x. 4 will be 9x to the seventh plus 3x squared plus x. And 5 will be 7x to the fourth plus 2x squared minus 9x. Okay. So in the first case, we have a monomial. We only have one variable, and it's a second degree. Second degree. A second one is a binomial, right? Because we have x's in 2 terms, and the degree, the highest degree that we can see, is also second. Third one is a little bit different, right? It's not a trinomial. It is a polynomial with 4 different terms, and the highest degree that we can notice is 4, so it's a 4th degree. Fourth example, we have 1, 2, 3 terms, so it's a trinomial, and the highest degree that we can spot is 7th degree trinomial. Fifth example is also a trinomial. We have 3 terms, and the highest degree is 4. So you might notice something here, perhaps a pattern between 2, 3, 4, and 5. Most of the time in mathematics, we start with the highest degree term. So you always want to have a term with the highest power at the beginning of your polynomial. Now, sometimes it won't be the case in the problem that you will be solving, but I always recommend putting it first for clarity and for simplicity and just as a custom in mathematics.